Hey guys, it's Thumper and welcome back to another zennoposter tutorial. Today I'm going to be making a full template with you. It's going to be a nice basic one for you, but I was thinking about best way to explain logic to you. I thought I'd break you in nice and easy, basically just show you how to use basic logic steps to ensure that your template don't go astray, and how to double check it all, and like, 'cause there's a few bugs in it, even in MP I believe there's bugs for this one. So first off, nice empty template. You want to start by clearing your cache and your cookies. If you click clear cache, oh, I'm not recording, that helps. If you click clear cache, it automatically clears the cookies for you as well. If you can do cookies first or cache first, whatever. So once you've done that, you come over to here, type in your the website you want to go to. So in this case, it's Outlook. Down here you've got your loading. While it's red, obviously it's loading. Blue and yellow means it's like processing it, and green means it's done. Okay, so the page is loaded. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that it's definitely on the home page. In this case, the Outlook home page, which as you can see it is. Now we need to find something that's always going to be here 100%, because we're going to use that. What is going on with the graphics today? Sorry about this, guys. So yeah, basically, like, we want to use something that's always going to be here to double check that we're on the website, the correct page, and then we can use that to basically say, right, so it ain't. What I normally tend to look for is the copyright logo. So as you can see down here, we've got copyright logo 2013 Microsoft, so on. So simply highlight it, right click it, create the checker text presence, which I've shown you in a previous template. So as you can see here, it's actually found the text, but it's also copied a couple of tabs or spaces. Now if I add that quickly, and I shall show you it, what will happen if we basically leave them there. It's going to cause an error, I can guarantee you that now. Overwrite that one quickly. To debug, you always need to save it, so it'll always ask you to do that before you debug. Okay, so clear cookies, clear cache, go to Outlook. Right, so now it's going to look for this little bit of text down here. Now as you can see, it is there still. It's going to take the text, it's preparing it with JavaScript to check it, and now it should come up saying project failed. Yeah, as you can see, it's failed. The reason that happened is because if we open up the project action window and actually have a look at the first step, which was the taken text, scroll down, you can see it's taken the numbers, it's also taken the Microsoft, but it's also taken two tabs. Now obviously it ain't going to find them tabs. It's going to find the text, but it's not going to find the tabs. So all you have to do is delete them, and that's it. Now obviously the easiest way to do this is, whilst you're in the actual creating of text presence, simply delete them, and that is it. That's all there is to it. So this time around, if we start it again from this step, from the selected action, okay, so it's taken it, it's going to prepare it with the JavaScript, and it's now going to check. And as you can see, we've got a tick, which means it is there. What I normally tend to do, because if you watch, you can't actually loop up in the same branch. So what I normally tend to do is say to it, right, create new step, and then create new branch, sorry, or group, whatever, and then if it's false, simply restart. So now what it's going to do is, if it don't find it, it's going to start template again and keep going until it gets to outlook.com. Now, because it has found it, all you simply do is say to it, right, click sign up now. I'm going to add a pause step in here as well, because I like to make sure that it's got enough time to load the page before we say to it, right, do anything else, because again, it can cause errors in your template and it can bring a whole template down. Wait, say 8 seconds, so it's got plenty of time to load. Close it and go back to editor. I do believe if you right click, you can actually say add action. Oh, yeah, right click and then you've got your logic, pause, so on, so on. So you can literally build your whole template from this page. Right, okay, so now that it's loaded, obviously we need to find something else that's going to always be here to make sure that it's definitely click the link and it's loaded in time. Right, okay, so we want, I don't know, we could say like use who are you. Make sure you're recording. Create your checker text presence, and there's no spaces, so that's all good to go. So click OK. So after it's paused for 5 seconds, we're going to take the text. If the text is false, we want it to click again. Else, if it's true, we can set a value from the profile, being a name. The surname. And then on these drop down fields, there's a little method that I like to use to make it a bit random. It's a bit long-winded, because if we say to it, right, set value from profile, so it's the birth date, so we can go birthday, and as you can see, it's gone completely off the Richter scale. It's not even selected one. So them ones are basically, so you can say, right, so this field is age or birthday or whatever. For these ones though, what I normally tend to do, actually I'll show you. So right, so that's value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. You can double check this by, if you open up the element properties, I believe it is. Right, bear with me 2 secs. Is it element tree? And then, yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, so first off, you need to find the field. Right, so as you can see here, we've got, that's it there, because we've got it selected. And then here, you've got value equals month, option, ID equals value 1 equals January, value 2 equals February, value 3 equals March, and so on, so on. So what you can do, close them. So obviously value 1 is January, so they've not actually counted month as a value in this one. Make sure I ain't just added loads of random steps doing that. I'm still recording. So your best thing to do for this one is, if we right click, add action, and then data random, right, nope, action property, scroll down, select it. We want a number from 1 to 12. Want to make a new variable, and we'll be calling it rand number. Create that. Close. And then from surname, link that up to there. And then select any value to get it to locate, to create an action for it, which it's not doing. Ah, there we go. Right, let's drag these other ones in quickly as well. Okay, so we've got our steps here now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy the variable, open up our action property again, click on the month. Now as you can see, it said to it, right, value 5. So simply place your variable there, and that is that basically. So then next is the dates. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 31. So stop recording. So we're going to go to there, and then we're going to copy that again, paste it in there. How many do we need? So we've got 1, 2, 3. We need 3 more. So paste, paste. Okay. So now for this next one, this is that one. So we've got 31, I think I said, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, so now obviously some months haven't all got 31 days in, so save 1 to 30 to be safe. So again, open up your action property. Click it, and simply change that number to 30. I ain't going to connect these up yet because I want to be adding a pulse step in between. I'll show you how to do this quickly in a minute. So again, want to edit that to round number in a minute. So next one is the year. Now I think if you're under the age of 13, Outlook require you to get a parental approval to open the account. So we want to basically make sure we're over the age of 13. So say 1992. So for this one, if we go to the element tree again, and also the element properties, and we select our birth year, option value equals 2001. Right, so if we scroll down and we find a nice date to go from, so value actually equals 1987 and so on and so on. So if we say from 1980 to 1990, yeah, 1980 to 1990. So for this one we want to do action property. So say 1980 to 1990, that gives you a 10-year space gap to go between basically. Make sure that's done. And for the last one we have 1, 2 and 3, so we only need 1 or 2 for this one. Okay, so we can now close that. Don't need that one. So we've come over to here, copy the variable, paste, paste, and paste. That one didn't actually save. Okay, it did, it just didn't say change it to random number. Intriguing. Right, okay, so that is basically how you get it to randomize it. So if we give you a quick rundown on that through debug. Also, just quickly, we want to add a couple of pull steps. The reason I add pull steps is because some websites have anti-bot protection on it, basically. If they detect you're running too quick or anything like out of the peculiar, they might let it work in the debug window because obviously they've detected it's a bot. But then when you go to actually use the account will be terminated due to botting behavior. So drop in your pull step, open it up in your action property window, click interval and say to it from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Close. And now we're going to drop it in there. We're going to copy it. We're going to paste it. And then simply drop and drag. A bit later on, after we've gone through the template a bit more, I'll be fast forwarding it as I'm going to be adding pull steps into the actual template to make it look more human. But for the time being, now all you've got to do is simply drag and drop the connections. Once it's done that, so that we'll add that one in there quickly. Pause, connect it to there, and then connect it to there. Now when we run it through debug again, this should hopefully set it all to completely random days. So if I take it off step by step quickly and then hit play, okay, so it's taking the text, it's found the text, it's going to click. Now as you can see here, it's not actually gone onto the pull step because it's detected the page is loading. But on the odd occasion it don't detect the page is loading and it will completely skip waiting for the page to load. It'll go to this step, wait 5 seconds and then continue. If that step wasn't there, it'd go straight to there and it'd be like, well, the text ain't here, so what do I do? And it'll send your template completely in the wrong direction. So now it's going to pause 5 seconds. It's going to take text. It's found the text, so it's now going to do the name. Pause. Surname. Generate a random number. And as you can see, it's selected September. Done a random day. Pause. Generating a random number again. Okay, so as you can see, it's gone completely off the wall on this one. So even though it's said in the value tree that it's that value, it ain't actually that value to the bot, if that makes sense. So after it's finished mucking around, we now have to count it. So I'll fast forward this and I'm going to go off and count how many steps it is to get to a random value. Alright, hey guys, welcome back. So it's 24 to 34 basically. I've set it up, so now we're going to say play it from this step again, from the selected step. Okay, so it's now generated the number, and go. So it should now, there you go, bang on 1990. It's now going to go back to there, and it's going to select a random one for that, and template success. So that's basically how you deal with annoying drop-down menus. It's a bit of a long-winded way to go, but it keeps it completely random. If a site detects too many account sign-ups with the same details, like within a quick succession, it might trigger something fancy, like trigger some flag off and ban all the accounts. So once that's done, we can crack on. Add in the pull step there quickly. Right, so next we've got the account name. You've got two options for this one. We can either do login or nickname. It doesn't really matter what one you go for. I mean, you can even do first name and generate a random 2 number, like say between 1 to 99 or even 1 to 999. It's your call on that one. But yeah, basically I normally just select login. What a weird place to put it in. Next is the password. So again, simply right click. You could do email password or normal password. Same for this one. Phone number you can skip. Alternate email. Again, login, name, password, whatever you want to do. We'll do login, and then over here, go to your action property. Select the login step and simply add at yahoo.com or Gmail or even Hotmail, whatever. And then click or choose a security question. Drop it in there. Two seconds, let me just sort this out. Alright, carry on recording. Select one of the options, and again for this we will be using what I've shown you up there with the random number. So we have value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So copy that there, paste that into there. I'll sort that bit out in a minute. No, wrong one. Remove the outgoing line. Click, generate random number, and then go over to there. Remind me to do that one in a minute, guys, actually. Cheers. And then for your answer, right click, and we're recording still, yep. Alright. Select name. Drag it over here. Now as you can see here, 5 character minimum, not case sensitive, and it's popped up there as well. It's only 4 characters, so what I tend to do is go to your action property, simply say to it space hyphen profile dot surname, and that's sorted. Close it. I should have sorted them out there quickly while I was at it. I'll do that now. Alright, scroll down a bit. Right, so how many options did we have? We had 6, I think it was, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Alright, okay, so from 1 to 6, close. And I didn't need to close it. Oh dear, sorry guys, it's been a long day. Okay, so curly bracket hyphen variable round number. Now, in the previous tutorial, as you may have watched it guys, you may have remembered me saying about a variable and how it can change. As you can see, to save me having to make a new variable all the time for the random number, all I've done is say, right, so make a random number variable, come down, pause, generate another random variable, come down, pause, generate another random number, and all of them are assigning it to the variable rand number. So we're only using the one variable and we're not having to create loads of other variables, which, as you can imagine, would be a lot of typing. So we've done that bit. Let me just drag this down here a bit, otherwise we're going to end up all over the place. Drop that in there, as it's literally just a step. Paste, dump, paste, dump. Right, okay, so that's all that done. So stop the recording quickly, because we don't need it to record that. Right, so where are you from? Obviously United States. We're not, but that doesn't matter. Now, for your zip code, set value from profile. The reason I make sure it's always United States is, which it is by default, even if you are like in another country, India, Croatia, Russia, Germany, United Kingdom, wherever, it will always be United States by default. So set value from profile and select index. And the reason is because indexed is a zip code. Right guys, I'm going to be leaving this one here, making it into a 3-part series because the video is becoming too big to upload to YouTube. So click the link and I shall see you in part 2. Bye.